Practice is the hardest part of learning, and training is the essence of transformation. Dear students and educators, hello everyone. Hope all of you are doing well in your academics and non-academic activities. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Malika Sen, and I have been working as an educator for 14 years. I am a CBSE master trainer. Presently, I am working as a senior coordinator in a CBSE school for classes 11th and 12th. Today's video is all about sharing the CBSE syllabus for classes 9th and 10th. Because many of my colleagues and teachers as well as students, they keep asking the question about the syllabus for classes 9th and 10th. I hope that it will be helpful to all. So, let's begin with class 9 first. For class 9, you have 3 sections, section A, section B and section C. In section A, you have the reading skills. And in this section, you should be prepared with 2 types of passages. Number 1, the discursive passage, which will be of 400 to 450 words, and there will be MCQs as well as objective questions. And number 2, case-based passage, which will be of 200 to 250 words, and this will be basically on visual inputs, some charts, graphs, statistical data. Now let's move on to section B. In section B, you have 2 topics, writing skill and grammar. In grammar, there are 3 types of questions which will be asked in the question paper. First, gap filling. Second will be editing or omission, but you have to be ready with both the types of topics. Third will be reordering or transformation of sentences, where again both the topics should be prepared well. And in grammar, you have 4 topics which you have to do throughout the year. First, tenses. Second, modals. Third, subject-verb concord. And fourth, reported speech. So this part is all about grammar for class 9. Number 4, creative writing. Here, you have to be ready with 3 topics. Number 1, descriptive paragraph within 100 to 120 words, diary entry, and a story on a given title. This all the topics will be of 100 to 120 words. Now let's move on to section C. In section C, you have all the literature lessons from both the books, Beehive and the second book, that is Moments. From Beehive, you have 9 proses. I'll just tell you all one by one. Just listen to it carefully. Number 1, the fun they had. Number 2, the sound of music. You have 2 parts in this, part 1 as well as part 2. Number 3, the little girl. Number 4, a truly beautiful mind. Number 5, the snake and the mirror. Number 6, my childhood. Number 7, reach for the top. Here again you will be getting 2 separate chapters in this. Number 8, Kathmandu. And number 9, If I Were You. That is a play. For poems, you have 8 poems in class 9. Number 1, The Road Not Taken. Number 2, Wind. Number 3, Rain on the Roof. Number 4, The Lake Isle of Innisfree. Number 5, A Legend of the Northland. Number 6, No Men Are Foreign. Number 7, On Killing a Tree. And number 8, A Slumber Did My Spirit Seal. So these are the proses and the poems which you have to be prepared from the book Beehive. From the supplementary, that is Moments, there are 8 lessons which you have to be ready with. Number 1, The Lost Child. Number 2, The Adventures of Toto. Number 3, Ishwaran the Storyteller. Number 4, In the Kingdom of Fools. Number 5, The Happy Prince. Number 6, The Last Leaf. Number 7, A House is Not a Home. And number 8, The Beggar. So these are the lessons which are given by CBSE for the session 2022-23 for class 9. Now let's move on to class 10. Similar to class 9, in class 10 also you have 3 sections, section A, section B and section C. In section A you have the reading skills, where again 2 types of passages should be practiced very well. Number 1, discursive passage, which will be of 400 to 450 words, and based on that passage you'll be getting MCQs as well as objective type questions. Second, case-based passage, again it will be of 200 to 250 words, and here you have to solve it based on some visual inputs, statistical data or charts. Now let's move on to section B. Section B, similar to class 9, you have writing skills and grammar. Let's see what are the grammar topics you have. It's similar to class 9 again. You have tenses, modals, subject, verb, concord and reported speech. These are the 4 topics which you must practice for the questions that will be coming in the grammar section. So you have gap filling. Second, you have editing or omission. Any one question you have to attempt. And third, you have reordering or transformation of sentences. Here also you'll be getting options in both the topics. But you should not take any chances of selective study. You have to be ready with all the topics in grammar section as well. Now let's move on to writing skill. In writing skill you have 2 topics. First, formal letter. All the different sorts of formal letters should be practiced very well. Teachers should take care of it, that you are giving time, proper time to these writing skill topics, because these are very, very important for class 10th. And different types of letters should be practiced on a regular basis, including the format, the content as well as expression. So a formal letter within 100 to 120 words, the child should be very confident in writing these 2 topics on writing skill. And the second one will be an analytical paragraph. This analytical paragraph will be based on some chart or graph, and the child has to write it within 100 to 120 words. Now let's move on to section C, that is literature part, where you have 2 books, The First Flight and The Footprints Without Feet. From First Flight you have 9 proses and 10 poems. Out of the 9 proses that you have, I'll just tell it one by one slowly so that you can note it down. Number 1, A Letter to God. Number 2, Nelson Mandela. Number 3, 2 stories about flying. Here you have 2 subparts in that. Number 4, From the Diary of Anne Frank. Number 5, Glimpses of India, where you have 3 subparts. Number 6, Mijbil the Otter. Number 7, Madam Rides the Bus. Number 8, The Sermon at Benares. And number 9, The Proposal, which is a play. Now the poems. First you have The Dust of Snow and Fire and Ice. So 2 poems are there. These are also known as twin poems. Number 3, A Tiger in the Zoo. Number 4, How to Tell Wild Animals. Number 5, The Ball Poem. Number 6, Amanda. Number 7, The Trees. Number 8, Fog. Number 9, The Tale of Custard the Dragon. And number 10 for Anne Gregory. These are the proses and the poems from the book First Flight. Now let's see the second book for you, that is Footprints Without Feet. Here you have 9 lessons. The first one is A Triumph of Surgery. Number 2, The Thief's Story. Number 3, The Midnight Visitor. Number 4, A Question of Trust. Number 5, Footprints Without Feet. Number 6, The Making of a Scientist. Number 7, The Necklace. Number 8, Polly. And number 9, The Book That Saved the Earth. So these are the proses and the poems and the various sections which has been divided as per CBSE syllabus for 2022-23. And the code for English language and literature, which I'm sharing with you, you can note it down, that is 184. So I have shared the syllabus for English language and literature with you. And in my next video, I'll be sharing the syllabus for classes 11th and 12th. If you have liked my video, please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. For latest updates of my next video, press the bell icon. And thanks a lot for watching the video. See you next time. Bye bye. All the best.